It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
He's plenty.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
I'm about to play
That's an acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he
got broadcast up,
Nicky. Puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
You want to come check out the show because I'm doing the show out there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him.
He's
plenty. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Not playing.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
I think this team knows this. Loss is loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. "36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive, has him up near midfield for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to give the ETN. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 53 yards. And the Jaguars put the Knights' first points up.
Go, Bocat.
They take the early lead.
Bears defense is trash.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fields. His pass on target. Bayless Jones with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy. You ain't answer for me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Answer for me.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. And the game here in the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is
shit, man.
Walking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see it. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down and goal. Fields. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble.
Defense, Bobo.
It's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. But here we go on 4th down. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trevon Wesco, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Good job. Good job.
Santos with
the extra point.
Man.
Let's go.
We are tied at 7.
Put the boys in the right spot. Yeah.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, shit.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
Got lucky. We got lucky, y'all.
7-7, our score after 1.
Oh. What is Bullcat gonna do? That's the question. What's gonna do, Bullcat? What you gonna do, Bullcat?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. ETN is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll try to run with ETN. And
nothing again.
Average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
Do nothing.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down.
It's when you fuck up. You fuck up, baby. You fuck up.
Try and throw for it with Lawrence. And that is caught.
Good play.
Touchdown.
Good play.
Good
fucking play.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Fields. He's going to launch deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I'm tired, man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He sets to fire deep.
Good job, defense.
Incomplete.
Step up.
Took a shot. Couldn't
Step
get
the
it.
fuck up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected on offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Get that. Get that.
Here's Jones on the return.
Get that.
Found good room to run there.
Field goal, y'all.
Returns at 14
I need that field goal.
And control of the football, switching
Field goal,
hands with very
I need that
little
field
time
goal.
remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the
that field
Bears
goal, y'all.
offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Yeah.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh my gosh. Success.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give them a gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
He's going to take this down close to a first down at about the
He ain't doing that, man.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run with ETN.
Hey, man.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Woo!
And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jags have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. They'll run with Montgomery.
Oh, my God.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They snap it to Fields. And it's caught. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 95 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They go play action now. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Etienne up the middle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes,
come on, man, we ain't doing that, y'all.
And let that clock tick.
Come on, we ain't doing that.
Touchdown, Jaguars. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 11. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend
the market instead of buying.
He's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Oh, my God, he got me.
Oh, what a move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. Even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats. Don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got Mooney, and he'll be out right at the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To try again after the sack. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Buried by multiple
Good game, Bocat.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Just make it. I ain't like it. Let's go, y'all. He's playing T. Stop playing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Chubb on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson.
Jaguar
pressure. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Here's Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
No pass. Last. Everybody want Chubb breakfast. I'm going to say bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo. In the love of my life. Bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo.
And how about how culminated, doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts the defense psychologically a lot more.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Lawrence. And this this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to draw that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But
it's coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And again, it's Chubb. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah! Yeah!
On to their
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. In for the sack, Miles Garrett. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right,
You're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's got it. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A give running right, Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get the first down. And Chubb try the middle here. And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender,
life is not easy, my brother.
Find the proper hole and just go. Sometimes a thing of beauty.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's fully Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has
see this game? How he been surgical out here.
It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Lawrence will throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago on that completion there. It's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Here's Lawrence. Tried for Kirk. And
oh, my God.
Crossing route. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Let's go.
Christian Kirk, 46 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 81 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Slant complete to Etienne. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence going to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long. It's Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And Watson's going to throw it here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going to be.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot.
right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take
it on their own
22-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, is
points
here tonight. They finally get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No, that's burnable hit. That burnable hit.
Third down, Lawrence.
Completes
it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Again, it's Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Throwing now, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Lullaby.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.
Run to the bathroom. Run to the bathroom, Bocat.
Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We about to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team.
Give me 1 minute, let me get some water.
Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Cleveland. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got it to about the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Etienne running right. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 49 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. On play action, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. No score after one on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 7, Watson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
To throw is Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They go play action with Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, it's complete, swings it out to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the ground with Etienne. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11th. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, hold it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Watson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here we go, set.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Handoff running left is ETN. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Watson looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Bell, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Etienne. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Watson. Into the hands of Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To throw, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They go play action now. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and tried to connect all the way back to the right.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game.
Good game, Bocat. Good game.
Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he really had his game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
Hey, Bocat. Hold on. We'll see. You know how to go ahead and keep saying that torn to me. Bocat, what happened in OT, Bocat? Did you had a penalty? Roughing the kicker. And I won a game like that. But it happened to Bocat too, Woosie.
Who?
That overtime happened to Bocat too. Roughing the kicker. It happened to Bocat too.
What?
The OT. Remember me better 20? It happened to Bocat too, bro. You roughing the kicker in OT. That's an automatic win if the field go in.
Shit, we even did it. It didn't do it.
Bro, you roughed the kicker, bro. That's a win for me, bro. It happened to Bocat too. Ask Bocat. Go ahead, stay in the dub, man.
I know I did it myself.
Man. Stay in the dub, man.
It didn't do it.
It happened to Bocat too, Woosie.
Who?
The OT, the overtime. Roughing the kicker. Remember roughing the kicker? And I took the field goal and I won? In OT? It happened to Bocat too. Go ahead and send it up. Go ahead and send it up, Woosie. We bet it, man. Bet's a bet, man. It happened to Bocat too, so it's no glitch shit.
I did it, man. We did it ourselves about 3 or 4 times after the game. Man, both the cat about to get another game, man. Get another play.
What I'm saying is, it happened to Bocat too.
I don't know about that, but I'm just saying. I'm telling you what I know.
It's not what you know, bro. It's the group, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, listen, bro. This is what I'm saying. I ain't gonna switch you on $20, bro. The thing is, if that was me that lost, bro, I'll just send you the money, bro. It's the rules, bro. It's a principle, bro. You betted me 20, bro. You get what I'm saying? Then you just sound out of sense because the game
what are you talking about, bro?
That ain't real, Woosie. That ain't real, man.
What are you talking about, man?
Oh, it's cool. You gotta send it, bro. I ain't gonna bug you no more, bro. I ain't gonna talk about it no more, bro. That ain't right, though, man. Ain't right.